guys, it's Jessie and welcome to today's video. When I did my rebrand into Real Girl Guide back in October 2017, seems like just yesterday, really my whole point of wanting to do that was sharing a more personal side of my life, real things that I have gone through or that I am going through, stuff like that. I just want to be a real person instead of someone who just posts all the like wonderful, great things going on in their lives. I really wanted to just be real. I want to post up what I'm really thinking, what I'm really doing, things like that. And so when I made that change, I had this idea of doing these Real Girl Guide 2s. That's sort of what led me to that name when I was throwing around like how I wanted to rebrand and how I wanted to kind of market myself. And so I've spent the better part of a year thinking about this video, but not going through and filming it, just sticking to my regular makeup videos, my other videos. But as we roll into 2019, I want to get back to my original intention and really push myself and actually develop this channel the way that I originally intended, just putting out just real content. So as you can tell from the title, today we're going to be talking about my boobs. So let's start at the very beginning. When I was younger, when I was, 11, 12, 13, I was very athletic. I did ice skating, I danced, I played tennis. Like I just was very athletic. And even through into middle school, like up until 7th or 8th grade, I was still like very athletic. But as I started going through puberty and just becoming a teenager and not being quite as active as I had been, my boobs began to grow. There's really no other way to say that. My boobs started growing and they just did not stop. I'll throw some pictures in here so you can see what I looked like before. In my family, you either have like really big boobs or you have no boobs at all. There's like no in between. And I definitely fell on the big boob side. And so I went through high school with very large breasts. It was very hard, first of all, to find bras that actually fit me. And then if I was being active, working out, it was impossible to find workout bras that could handle the girls. I would end up wearing a regular like minimizer bra with a maximum strength sports bra over top just so that I wouldn't bounce. And it was just crazy. It was like all I thought about were my boobs because they just were everywhere. I feel like that was the first thing people saw when they looked at me. You just saw boobs. And then I graduated from high school and went away to college, and still it was like all anyone saw when they looked at me was just boobs. I was the girl with the huge boobs. And so I think it was like right before spring break of my senior year of college, I was talking on the phone with my aunt one day, and I don't remember like how the topic came up or like what we were talking about that like led to this, but we ended up discussing that when I was home for spring break, I should see a plastic surgeon about getting a consultation for a breast reduction. And she gave me the phone number of a plastic surgeon that she knew that basically specialized in boobs. And I remember, I think I held the phone in my hand for like 30 minutes without dialing it once I had the number, because I was just like so freaked out because I knew that once I did that, I would probably like just go for it. And so I don't know, it's change. And it was just like a big thing. And I was 19 years old and I was just like, oh my God, is this really what I want? But I made that phone call. I scheduled a consultation during spring break. For my consultation, my mom, my aunt, and I went down to see the doctor. He said that I was indeed a perfect candidate for breast reduction surgery, and we ended up scheduling my surgery for the summer when I would be back home from college. So I had my breast reduction surgery on June 21st, 2006. I was honestly so excited. I think I skipped into the office that morning. We woke up super early to drive down to Miami where the doctor's office was. And I just was like so excited because I had told the doctor that I just wanted to have average sized boobs. I just wanted to be just a flat 36C. I didn't want to be a big C. I didn't want to be a small C. I wanted to fit comfortably into C-sized bras. So C-sized, yeah. So that I wouldn't have trouble finding bras ever again because I felt like I spent so much time in my life struggling to find bras that fit, and I was just over it. I never wanted to worry about bras ever again. So I went in, I remember the anesthesiologist coming in, I remember him putting the IV in, and the next thing I remember is waking up from surgery. And I ended up staying, they had like a little surgical suite, I ended up spending the night down there so that a nurse could monitor me. I was just really sore, and I was on pain meds, but overall I felt pretty good. I didn't have any complications. I didn't have any reaction to the anesthesia or anything like that, which I'm really grateful about. And the next morning I was able to go home, and even once I got home after a couple days, I was really fine. I think I took the pain meds for like the first like 2 or 3 days, and then I stopped because I really wasn't in a lot of pain. I was supposed to sleep on my back, which I'm a side sleeper, and I'm a side sleeper shifter. I shift from one side to the other, and I was supposed to sleep on my back. So that was probably the hardest part for me, was just having to spend like a couple weeks sleeping on my back and not on my side. And also, obviously, I had a lot of stitches in. What he did to me, I think it's called the anchor method. It's where they cut around your nipple, down the center of your breast, and underneath. When I came out of surgery, he told me that the amount that he had removed from one of my boobs, which was actually like almost a full cup size bigger than the other one, he said that the amount that he removed from the one was the most that he had ever taken out, which is pretty insane. So like I said, I had a lot of stitches, and those had to stay in for a week, which was not very comfortable. I ended up getting my stitches out on my birthday on June 30th. My friend Emily went down with me to get my stitches removed, and she's still talking about that experience to this day. It kind of scarred her. But anyway, I didn't have to have any tubes or drains or anything like that, which I was really worried about because I just don't think I could have handled like having something sticking out of me or anything like that. The thought of that really freaked me out, but I didn't have to go through that, which is another thing I'm really thankful for, and it made the whole thing a lot easier. But once I got the stitches out, I was in pretty good shape. And after I got my stitches out, I wasn't supposed to wear like an underwire bra for a while, I think like a month or so, I can't remember exactly. So I wore like the surgical bras that like button up the front non-stop because they were so comfy and I loved them. I used to sleep them. I was still sleeping in those like up until a couple of years ago. Like I kept them, I loved them. But that was really hard because I was just so ready to go bra shopping. And obviously I was still pretty swollen. The other thing, after surgery and even after I got the stitches out, I was pretty bruised, mostly like underneath. I was very bruised, but that all went away, you know, in a week or so. So now it has been 12 years since I had my breast reduction, and honestly, like, it's so funny because boobs were such a big part of my life. Like, it was such a non-stop like topic in my life. And for the last, you know, 12 years, I haven't had to really think about it. Like I buy bras, I can buy bras online and they fit me. I can just pick up a regular sports bra at Target or whatever and it works, it's fine. And so really for me personally, the best part of having the surgery was just taking that whole subject kind of out of my mind and out of my vocabulary, which is where it had been for a very long time. The other thing that's funny is when you look at before and after pictures of me, it honestly looks like my boobs start at my collarbone. Like I never had a chest. Like I was just neck and boobs. Like that's it. And so it's so funny like seeing pictures of me now, which I've finally gotten used to it because it's been so long. But it's just so funny to see pictures where it's not just boobs, like where I actually have a chest. I can wear things that are low cut and you know, I don't have to worry about popping out of them. It's just a relief to not have that to worry about anymore. So like I said, I was almost 20 when I had my surgery, and I know that people probably think that that's pretty young to have such major surgery on your body, but for me, it was something that once I found out that was an option, that was like all I could focus on. And I'm not one of those people who thinks everyone should have plastic surgery or everyone should go wild on plastic surgery, but I definitely do believe that if there's something about you that you are very self-conscious about and that you just think about all the time, and if there's a way to change that so that you aren't self-conscious about it and so that you can feel better about yourself, I say go for it. The surgery also definitely helped my self-confidence. I don't think I was like not self-confident before, but it just made me a little bit more outgoing and a little more social because I didn't have to wonder if when people looked at me and people met me, they were like, oh my god, that girl's boobs are huge, which is like literally all that I thought about is when you saw me, I was just like, oh, I'm just a giant boob. And in 12 years since my surgery, I honestly haven't regretted it once. It's something I really don't even think about anymore. It's hard to imagine a time when I did have big boobs because I'm so used to my new boobs. So anyway, that is my plastic surgery experience and my breast reduction story. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.